Andrew Voss. We're coming to you from Combank Stadium as we bring you coverage of this clash between the Eels and the Cowboys. And with me as always, Cameron Smith. Cameron, what do you make of this?
Pleasure to be here, Bossy. I'm looking forward to this trial match. Both teams will be out to impress and show what they have to offer for their upcoming seasons. I expect to see a lot of points scored, rewarding the crowd that have made the effort to be here.
Yes, thanks, Cameron. With the kickoff. Strap yourself in, folks. We're underway. Tuolangi marks the ball. He surges forward. And he's stopped in that one. That's the first tackle. Play the ball now. Moses. Well held.
That's
no way through. Second of 6 tackles there. Lays it off. Fooling the defence with that step.
He's proving elusive.
Nice defence there.
Beautiful.
Finds support inside. Barlow surges forward in the tackle. Plays the ball. This time it's a short pass. Iongi.
Well done.
Dragged down. Plays it. Loops it over the top. With a torpedo punt. Drinkwater has got the free ball. Clear through that tackle. They worked hard to bring him down. That's the first of 6. A snappy pass. Oh, good ball. Labert driving forward.
Tackle 2.
And he won't be making any more metres there. Delivering the short ball. Moves it on. Grabbed by the defence. Third tackle the call. Dearden. Oh boy, well, another silly mistake, and that sums up the kind of game they've been having here. Fires out a pass. Passes inside. Referee calls help.
Takes the safe option.
Comes up with a play the ball. Peasant feeds the short ball. The Eels unable to break through. And you'll find that's the third tackle. He's got momentum. Overpowered by the defence.
Had absolutely nowhere to go there.
That's a clever pass. And he'll be forced to play it. Unable to break through. At dummy half. Cut out ball. Strikes that one. Burns with a good catch. And almost beats the defence. Rushes into dummy half. Chester.
Great pass.
Gets his hands free and offloads. Gets the dummy half. Sends it back inside. Lukey powers forward.
That's 3.
Halted by the defence. And the attack just keeps on coming. Caught by 2 defenders. Tries the inside pass. Great strength, great fend. That's a good ball and all tackle.
Too easy. The defence is struggling here.
Loops it long. Hunts it. And he's right in position to field the kick. Mesmerises the defence with a step. Blast through the 40. What a run this is. They're over the line. The Eels are in for their first try.
The Eels have scored a marvellous long-range try here, and the crowd are absolutely stunned by this play. Their opposition had no answer in stopping that try.
He's looking to add the extras. That one never looked like missing. The Eels lead by 6. Decides the deep kick is the way to go. Iongi there to field the kick. Shrugs off the tackle. Williams with momentum. Two defenders put an end to his run. That's the first. Tests the defence with a short ball. Papali'i.
Nice pass.
Crashes to the ground. That's the second. Peasant. Good vision. Passes long. He puts on the bear hug in that tackle.
The safer option taken there.
Finds support. Gets the ball. The Eels not able to break through the strong defence.
Looking sharp in attack.
With a quick pass. Plays the ball 40 metres away. Just one to go in the set. Passes long. Launches a kick. Taulagi able to take that catch. Bang! With a step.
Either he's good or they've forgotten it's tackle football.
Good play. They grab some decent territory. That's one. Looks and turns the ball inside. They toss him to ground. Feeds it on. Lukey. He's shut down there by the defence. Holding up a short pass. He surges forward. Wrapped up. No way through.
Smart play. Takes the tackle.
Passes. Gives it on. Mid front on. They just keep on coming here. Dearden gets a kick in. Simonson catches it on the full. Weaves his way. Ball and all tackle. First tackle up. That is a pass, Cameron. Hess puts him away.
Who's going to make the big run in this set to ease the pressure?
Iongi. Simonson. Off the left foot. That is a classic ankle tap. Finally wrapped up.
Takes the tackle. Safe option.
Loops a pass. Pushes him away. The Eels throwing themselves against the defensive line. Unable to break through. 4 tackles completed now. Gets it away. Tuolungi driving forward. Nice vision. Cut out ball. Has the job of putting in the punt. Labert under it. Gathered in the tackle. That's tackle number 1. Snappy pass. Breaks the defence. Offloads the ball. The ball's turned over. It's an intercept. He'll be absolutely furious with himself there, and rightly so. Fends off the defence.
With the amount of broken tackles tonight, I'd be checking their lockers for sticks of butter.
Nice work. Short pass. Works it on. Able to stand in the tackle. The Eels threatening to come up with points. Shovels it on. Turns it inside. Sensational stuff. If they're going to score a try, why not right underneath the black dot?
I was just getting over the brilliance of the first try, and now they've scored another. It didn't take them long to get up into an attacking position from the restart. They executed that last play to perfection, Mossy.
Shot at goal still to come, and a chance for another 2 points. And they'll pick up the points.
Always a good way to settle the nerves, if there are any.
The Eels lead by 12. Dearden restarts play. Good positional play. He's there for the kick. Williams. He's got momentum. Wonderful tackle. Shovels it wide. With a little bullet pass. Met by a wall of defence.
Absolutely no way through there.
Iongi. Which way did he go? Pushing him towards the touchline. Flicks the ball inside. Weaves his way through that tackle.
That's an alarming amount of missed tackles tonight. It's like they're playing with the lights off.
Lunges, stretches, desperate, gets the try.
That's a try.
And the home crowd is hanging out of their trees. What a try. This kick is as straightforward as they come.
Well, Vossi, I'm sure he'd like to convert this kick and take the points.
Moses is kicking well in this match. They have successfully converted 2 from 2. And that's straight over the blacktop. What a match they are having. The Eels lead by 18. Kicks it off deep. Moses latches onto that kick. Barlow surges forward in the tackle.
That's one.
A wall of defenders. Has a look and flicks it inside. Contained by the defence. Slips in the short one. Katonga with momentum. Referee shouting hell. 3 is the call. Quick with the pass. Captured by the defence. Shut down. That's good defence there. Moses.
Forward.
Referee calls the scrum. Lays it off. Drinkwater. Labert. He's taken there in that tackle.
Definitely an opportunity there.
Tries a back pass inside. He surges forward. Getting closer now.
Ruck
15 minutes out.
infringement.
There's the 0 count. Finds support inside. Not far away and challenging the defence. Taumalolo. The opportunity to score is still on. Plays the ball. A snappy pass. Lukey powers forward. Play the ball now. Purdue loops it over the top. Gets the try.
Good try. Very good try. They'll be happy to get those first few points on the board.
Dearden sizing up this kick. Helps himself to 2 points.
Their fans will be very pleased with what they're seeing here. Very pleased.
Goes long. Purdue with a good catch. That's commitment getting to the loose ball. Dragged down.
First tackle.
And aren't the home fans happy about it?
Passes short. Moves it on. And down he goes.
Beautiful.
Sends it back inside. Taumalolo driving forward.
That's 3.
And he'll be forced to play. At dummy half. Tries the inside pass. Shut down by the defence.
Had absolutely nowhere to go there.
Passes inside. Shoves off that tackle.
He's proving elusive.
He's almost made his way through. Gets the dummy half. Purdue. Punts. Iongi on the bounce has the ball. Says adios to another defender.
Tackle
And
1.
he's stopped in that one. That's the first of 6. Moses.
Well done.
Hopgood. That's a
second
good
tackle.
ball and all tackle. Second of 6 tackles there. Tuolungi.
Great pass.
He's got momentum.
Help there. 3.
And they managed to wrap him up just on the halfway. He's halfway through this set,
Help
proving
4.
hard to put down. This is just outstanding defence here. They're in hot pursuit. He shrugs off another. The
Help there.
Eels,
Fifth and last.
unable to break through. Unable to break through. Cutout ball. Puts boot to ball. Taulungi marks the ball. Big to man. That is a classic ankle tap. He just keeps on going on that run.
Look at him. Down to a jog. Doing it easy.
Sensational! The Cowboys
That's
have
a
had
try.
the try awarded, and that'll put more points on the board. Taulungi got in good position, timed their run, and reaps the reward for a good piece of play. He's looking to add the extras. Adds the 2 points. The kickoff is long. Drinkwater takes it on the full. That's a long pass. Nene with momentum. Run on defence. First tackle. Looks and turns the ball inside.
Help
Two
there.
able to come in
2.
defence. Finds support. Lukey stands and passes. Good pressure from the chasers.
Help.
Strong
Tackle
defence. The Cowboys on the charge. Labert.
Nice pass.
They
Help there.
shepherd him
Block
towards
tackle.
the sideline. Rushes into dummy half. Good step.
These blokes are just too big, too strong. They can't
Help.
make a
That's
tackle.
5.
Crashes to the ground.
This is just absolutely sensational. A gripping contest.
Hunts it. He
Help there.
surges
First
forward.
tackle.
Plays it. Delivering the short ball. Two
Help.
defenders
Second tackle.
driving to make the tackle. Second tackle up. Gets the ball. Gives it on.
Help
He was
there.
just
3.
about through. Feeds it on. Walker. Held on
That's
the
4.
30-metre line.
Takes the safe option.
Passes. Tuolungi powers forward. The
Help there.
Eels
Fifth tackle.
throwing themselves against the defensive line, unable to break through. That's tackle 5. The high ball. And gathers in the high one.
That's a
Nice
hand.
defence there. Strong defence here. Six tackles completed, and they have to hand it over. Fires out a pass. Feeds the short ball.
Help
They
there.
toss him to
Tackle
ground.
1.
Who's going to make the big run in this set to ease the pressure?
Taumalolo surges
No,
forward in
that's
the
2.
tackle. Comes up with a play the ball. Lukey.
Help
He's
there.
shut
Third
down there
tackle.
by the defence. That's 3. Works it on. Brushes the defence aside.
Tonight, we've seen some solid running, dominating, and apparently lackluster defensive line.
Loops it long. Well, they didn't use all 5 tackles there.
Help
Picked
there.
up in the
First
tackle.
Chasing together. That's what we like to see.
Snappy pass.
Help.
And he's
Second
blocked by
tackle.
the defence. Plays the ball 20 metres away.
Help
Caught
there.
by
Tackle
2
3.
defenders. That's the 3rd. Plays it 15 metres out. Hopgood driving forward. Plays it
That's
just
4.
5 metres from the line. We reach tackle number 4. Walker. That pleases the crowd. Yes, indeed. A A very nice try. Sizes up the conversion attempt. Moses is striking them well tonight, and they now have 3 from 3. It's a goal.
The coach will be over the moon with this performance so far. Still a long way to go, though.
The Eels lead by 12. He really drives this kickoff. That's good positional play to take the kick. He's got momentum. Referee calls help. There's tackle 1. Shovels it wide. A good chase will be rewarded. Well held.
That's 2.
No way through. Turns it inside. The Eels not able to break through the strong defence.
Looking sharp in attack.
No way through.
Tackle 4.
Shovels it on. Peasant. Papali'i. Dragged towards the touchline.
Out there.
Held call by the ref. It's tackle 5. Do they run or kick? Wide ball. Punting. Good positional play. He's there for the kick. Twinkle toes. No chasers inside. Nicely done. Good try. You
That's a
gotta
try.
love a try like that.
The Cowboys have gone the distance in scoring that try, Bossy. This team have the skill to attack from anywhere and are very dangerous when they're in this kind of mood. Absolutely stunning play.
Now we focus on the conversion to come.
Even money. I'm sure you'd find some takers in the crowd.
Dearden is in great form with a boost. They have successfully converted 2 from 2. He has nailed that one. Dearden is having a sensational game with a boot. The Eels lead by 6. Goes deep with a kick-off. Purdue able to take that catch. Neem with momentum. Nailed in that tackle. Tackle 1 completed. Tries a back pass inside.
Out
Bare
there.
front
2.
on.
That's what the coach likes to see. Body on the line stuff.
Moretti
Tackle 3.
puts him away.
A bit disappointing. They've been terrible. They need radical improvement.
Quick to get to the loose ball. He surges
Out
forward.
there. 4th tackle.
Captured by the defence. There's the 4th tackle. Halted by the defence. Just 1 to go in the set. Plays the ball. Lovely pass. The punt. The
Out there.
defenders
Tackle
running
1.
like seagulls to a chip. That's 1. Slips in the short one. Oh, good ball. Clear of another tackle. They drive
that's
him
2.
back. Play the ball now. Lays it off. I reckon that's play on. The crowd here like that try.
Try.
Well, they're off to a very good start here. They want to continue putting the pressure on. A real study of concentration. Moses is kicking well in this match. As the stats show, they have nailed 4 from 4. Two more points. This man can do no wrong. He's just kicking so well. Goes long. Sends that pass out. Moretti surges forward in the tackle. Referee shouting hell.
Beautiful.
Gets to dummy half. Passes inside. Dragged down.
The safer option taken there.
At dummy half. Finds support inside. A wall of defenders. Halfway through the count. With a quick pass. Loops it over the top. Russell powers forward. Dumped in the tackle.
Absolutely no way through there.
Sends it back inside.
Forward pass.
They form the scrum. Has a look and flicks it inside. What a step!
That's an alarming amount of missed tackles tonight. It's like they're playing with the lights off.
The Cowboys are over for the try, but hold the phone. Problem with a put down here.
And that mistake has relieved a bit of pressure here.
No try is the decision, and I think the bunker is 100% right. Restarting play at the 20-metre line.
They've been presented with a perfect chance to add to their score here.
Powerful defence. First tackle up. Flicks the ball inside. With a little bullet pass. He's caught by the defence. And that's the second. With a short ball. He's got momentum.
Tackle 3.
Moves it on. Ball and all tackle. That's tackle 4. With a cheeky dummy. And he's nailed by the defence. Goes long with the pass. He punts it. There's the siren for half-time. Brings it up.
Look at him. Down to a job. Doing it easy.
And he's stopped in that one.
Take. It's the tackle. Safe option.
First half complete. Well, Cameron... Look to contain them with a deep kick-off. Purdue there to field the kick. McIntyre. That's a good ball and all tackle.
And aren't the home fans happy about it?
Finds support. Lukey driving forward.
That's 2.
And he'll be forced to play it. Second of 6 tackles there. A snappy pass. The Cowboys
That's 3.
unable to break through. Test the defence with a short ball. Hess with momentum.
That's 4.
Commanding plenty of respect from 2 defenders. Repelled yet again. Overpowered by the defence. with a ball but not really making any ground. Dearden.
Great pass.
Adokar collects it on the full. He surges forward. He puts on the bear hug in that tackle.
We're seeing far too many line breaks against the visitors. They're getting punished out there.
Out there.
And
Tackle two.
almost beats the defence. There's the second. Gives it on. Dury. Wrapped up.
Tackle three.
No way through.
Some enterprising play.
Fires out a pass.
Out
Driven
there,
back in the
ball.
tackle. Plays it. Bang. With a step.
They might as well be at the massage parlour. It's like they're covered in oil and the defence isn't really troubling them.
Gets a kick away. Doing well under pressure. That could have been trouble. They're closing the gap.
They're showing little resistance now.
Try comes beneath the stick. Have we witnessed the
That's a
try
try.
of the season right there? I think so.
That try was something else. The crowd knew they were going to get their money's worth turning up today. What we just saw then was exactly the case. Fantastic try.
There's two to be had here with this conversion.
Not to offend Vossi, but if he misses this, I think I'll sign off early and go home.
Dearden is in good form with a boot. As is evident by their kicking stats, they now have 3 from 3. He just banged that one over.
Friday night football does not get any better than this, Vossi. Any team can win it from here. Set completions will be super crucial from this point on.
The kickoff is deep. Dearden marks the ball. Running along. Hess surges forward in the tackle.
Out there.
Crashes
First
to the
tackle.
ground.
Takes the safe option.
Rushes into dummy half. Thrown to ground.
That's two.
That's 2. Comes up with a play the ball. McIntyre
Well done.
gets the ball. Hess powers forward.
Out
The
there.
Cowboys
That's 3.
throwing themselves against the defensive line, unable to break through. Halfway through this set. He's shut
That's
down
4.
there by the defence.
Bang! What a tackle.
Passes. He runs straight past another.
Out
Finally
there.
wrapped
Fifth
up.
tackle.
This is just outstanding defence here. Snappy pass. Can't
Knock
handle
on.
it. Turns it inside. Shovels it wide. Run on defence.
Who's going to make the big run in this set to ease the pressure?
Feeds it on. Katonga. Peasant. Williams.
Out there.
Wonderful
2.
tackle. That's the second tackle. Holding up a short pass. He's got momentum. And he runs
Third tackle.
into some effective defence. That's the third. Works it on.
Out
And
there.
not able
Tackle
to
4.
offload as they come in over the top.
Had absolutely nowhere to go there.
Cut out ball. Shovels it on.
Help.
Referee calls help. And the attack just keeps on coming. Loops a pass. Tries his luck with a kick. Taulangi under it. Mesmerises the defence with a step.
Out
They
there.
bring him down
First tackle.
close to the sideline.
I don't know whether it's nerves or just inability. They've got to come good.
2 in the
That's
tackle.
2.
And they get him to ground. Nice work. Short pass. You can see that coming from up here. That's an intercept. He'll
Out
be
there. That's one.
absolutely furious with himself there, and rightly so. Now 40
2.
metres away. He plays the ball. Looks and turns the ball inside. Hopgood breaks through the line. One-handed offload.
Out
Wrapped
there.
up
3.
on the 20-metre line.
Definitely an opportunity there.
Quick with a pass. Barlow driving forward. 2
Fourth
defenders and
tackle.
he's down. That's the 4th. Clear through that tackle. Dury.
Out
So
there.
close
That's
now to the
5.
line. Plays the ball a couple out. Moses trying a little kick in behind. Met front
tackle
on.
one.
That's the first of 6. That's a clever pass. Nene with momentum.
Help
And
there,
some
tackle
powerful
two.
defence coming in. Second tackle there. McIntyre.
Help,
Wrapped up.
third tackle.
They haven't been able to make much ground here.
This is just absolutely sensational. A gripping contest.
The
Help there,
Cowboys
tackle four.
not able to break through the strong defence. Doing it really tough here. He surges forward.
Help, tackle
Nice
five.
defence there.
Chasing together. That's what we like to see.
Lovely pass. Punting. Barreled over there.
That's advantage.
Ballard
Knock on.
can't
Advantage,
handle it.
Play on. Help there,
Williams
that's 0.
puts him away.
Looking sharp in attack.
Lukey
Help,
halted by
one.
the defence. There's tackle 1. Play the ball now. Lays it off.
Help
Grabbed
there,
by the
second
defence.
tackle.
A bit disappointing. They've been terrible. They need radical improvement.
Burns. Dragged towards the touchline.
Tackle 3.
He's tackled just 20 metres away.
The Eels really need to tighten up their defence. The amount of line breaks that is occurring here
Help
is
there,
embarrassing.
4.
There's the play the ball. 15 metres away. Unable to break through. He was
Fifth
just
tackle.
about through. Plays the ball. Tries a back pass inside.
Help
And
there,
he
first
gets out
tackle.
of the in goal, but only just. First tackle.
Help,
Captured
that's
by
2.
the defence. That's the second. Williams.
Help
And
there,
taken
third
by the
tackle.
defence. Is halfway through this set. Hopgood. 2
Help,
and the tackle
tackle
does the
4.
job.
Beautiful.
Peasant. They're looking to spoil his party.
Surely the guy needs a rest.
Help there,
Where is he
tackle
finding this
5.
energy?
Gets the dummy half. That is a pass, Cameron. Strikes that one. Drinkwater has got the free ball. He's
Help,
almost
that's
made
one.
his way through.
The safer option taken there.
Passes inside. They've got numbers. McIntyre powers
Help
forward.
there, 2.
They toss him to ground. On tackle 2. With a quick pass. Held as the call
that's
from the
3.
referee. Halfway through the count. At dummy half. Sends it back inside.
Help
40
there,
out.
fourth
And called to
tackle.
play the ball. 4 tackles completed now. Has a look and flicks it inside. Purdue. Hess surges forward in the tackle. Putting up a chase. Well
Help,
held.
fifth tackle.
No way through. 5 tackles. Loops it over the top. With a torpedo punt. Simonson catches it on the full.
Help there,
Referee
first
shouting
tackle.
hell.
The defence is struggling here.
Finds support inside. Driven
No,
back in
second
the
tackle.
tackle. Flicks the ball inside. Moves it on.
Help
And
there,
down
tackle
he
3.
goes.
That's what the coach likes to see. Body on the line stuff.
He's got momentum. The
Help,
defence
tackle
snuffs out the
4.
chance of an offload. Goes long with the pass. Well, they didn't use all 5 tackles there. Good looking kick. They'll have to chase that one. That's commitment getting to the loose ball.
Help there,
Ball
tackle
and all
1.
tackle. That's the first. Chester. Sidestep. Driven
Help,
back.
that's 2.
Defence comes over the top. Tries the inside pass. Able to get a one-handed offload.
Help
And
there,
he's stopped
third
in that
tackle.
one. Free is the call. Hess.
Help,
Rounded
that's
up by the
4.
defence.
Takes the tackle. Safe option.
With a little bullet pass. Fooling the defence with that step.
Help
Dragged
there,
out.
to the last.
Wow, that's a long ball. The punt. That's good positional play to take the kick. He's
Help,
taken
first
there in that tackle.
The Cowboys really need to aim up in defence here. Too many line breaks for the opposition.
Katonga driving forward.
Help there.
And
2.
he's blocked by the defence. Finds support. Peasant. Moses.
Nice pass.
And they
Tackle
managed
3.
to wrap him up right on the halfway.
Big play.
Katonga.
Help
And
there.
he'll be
Fast
forced to play
tackle.
it. Pass is short. Cameron says play on. So do I.
Dear oh dear,
Help,
crucial
0
mistake.
tackle.
That's a good ball and all tackle.
Smart play. Takes the tackle.
Dury with momentum.
Help there. Tackle
Tackling
1.
in numbers here.
They look a bit panicked at the moment. They need to calm it down and focus.
They're in hot pursuit. Held
Help.
call by
Second
the ref.
tackle.
Second of 6 tackles there. Fires out a pass. Gives it on. He surges forward.
Help there.
The
That's
Eels
3.
with a play the ball 10 metres out. Not
Help,
far
that's
away
4.
and challenging the defence. Plays it. Moses. Dury.
Help
The
there.
opportunity
Fifth
to
tackle.
score is still on. This team is on a roll. Keeps testing the defence with a short pass. There it is.
No, no, no. What were they
Try.
thinking? If you're going to make a mistake from within your own half, you deserve to be punished. Soft try.
Sizes up the conversion attempt.
Well, Vossi, I'm sure he'd like to convert this kick and take the points.
Moses is striking them well tonight, and the stats show they have landed 5 from 5. Well done. 2 points from the kick. The Eels lead by 12. Goes deep with the kick-off. Iongi there to field the kick. Running along. They
Help,
pick him
that's
up
1.
like they're throwing out the trash. A snappy pass.
Help
He puts
there.
on the
Tackle
bear
2.
hug in that tackle. They will play it. That is the second tackle. Hopgood powers forward.
Help. Third
He's
tackle.
caught by the defence. Halfway through this set. Oh, good ball. Tuolangi
Well
Help
done.
there. Tackle 4.
crashes to the ground. Still a couple of tackles left here. Fends off the defence.
Tonight, we've seen some solid running, dominating, and apparently
tackle
lacklustre
5.
defensive line.
Rushes into dummy half. Hopgood
Great pass.
gets a kick in. Tuolangi with a good catch.
Help
And
there.
almost
First
beats
tackle.
the defence.
Takes the safe option.
Turns it inside. McIntyre gets it away. Dearden. He's
Help,
shut
2.
down there by the defence. Comes up with a play the ball. Shrugs off the tackle.
Help
The
there.
Cowboys
That's 3.
unable to break through. That's 3.
Help.
Wrapped up.
That's 4.
No way through. 4. Gets the ball. Lukey.
Help
But on
there.
defence.
5.
Look at that pass. Labert picks up the ball. Forced backwards.
Help.
And they've
A
stopped
hand
him
over.
right on the 30.
Come on, learn to tackle, boys. Work together.
Thought they could have done better than that. It's a changeover. Shovels it on. With a short ball.
Help
Referee
there.
calls
1.
help. Snappy pass. Feeds it on. And he
Help. Tackle
runs
2.
into some effective defence. There's the second. Passes. Cut out ball. Shovels it wide.
Help there. 3.
Gathered in the tackle.
Absolutely blistering. The pace is so frantic.
Held full.
Works it on. Tuolangi puts the fend on.
That's an alarming amount of missed tackles tonight. It's like they're playing with the lights off.
Plays it on the halfway. Moses kicks. Burns on the bounce has the ball. Plays it right on halfway.
Bang! What a tackle.
Loops a pass. Nene. He's got momentum. One-handed offload. Real force in this defence.
A line of defence on that chase. Well done.
Feeds the short ball. Seized in the tackle.
Definitely an opportunity there.
Quick with the pass. Neem driving forward. Shut down by the defence.
Had absolutely nowhere to go there.
McIntyre. Ref says play the ball. 15 metres out. Shut down. That's good defence there. Tries his luck with the ball. Quick to get to the loose ball. Drinkwater with momentum. So, some great defensive work and they get the ball. They're not out of the woods yet though. They'll need a strong set to get the ball out of their own half. Delivering the short ball. My word, that's a good tackle. Looks and turns the ball inside. He surges forward. Hess puts him away. And that's the second. That's a clever pass. Dury. Halted by the defence. That's the third. Play the ball now. Lays it off. Brushes off the defence. And offloads the ball. Grabbed by the defence.
Some enterprising play.
Good vision. Passes long. They kick downfield. Didn't use all 5 tackles there. Labert collects it on the bounce. Wrestling him towards the sideline. Plays the ball. Trying to break up the defence. The short pass. Mid front on. Second tackle up. Dearden. Drinkwater. Taulangi. Wrapped up. Very nearly out of play there.
A bit disappointing. They've been terrible. They need radical improvement.
They drive him back. And he won't be making any more metres there.
This player has been all class tonight, breaking tackle after tackle.
He was just about through. Play the ball on the 20-metre line. Tries a back pass inside. There's the play the ball. 15 metres away. He's halfway through this set. Tests the defence with a short ball. Shoves off that tackle. They pick up another. The crowd really love that try.
Wow. Wow.
That's a try.
This team has an amazing knack of scoring something from nothing. And this try was certainly no exception. I'm going to remember this for a long, long time, Bossy.
He takes a moment to line things up.
Simple job, really. Block out a very vocal crowd and slot it between the posts.
Never look like missing.
Friday night football does not get any better than this, Fossey. Any team can win it from here. Set completions will be super crucial from this point on.
Kicks long. Good positional play. He's there for the kick. Brings it up. McIntyre powers forward. Referee shouting held.
Looking sharp in attack.
Gets the dummy half. Chasing well. Wonderful tackle.
And aren't the home fans happy about it?
Finds support inside. The Cowboys not able to break through the strong defence. Halfway through the count. caught by two defenders. This is just hard work, this set of six. Loops it over the top. Drinkwater surges forward in the tackle.
Tackle flag.
Wrapped up. They haven't been able to make much ground here. Lovely pass. Launches a kick. Simonson takes it on the full. He's almost made his way through. At dummy half. Slips in the short one. Wrapped up like a sausage.
This is just absolutely sensational. A gripping contest.
Tuolangi. Ball and all tackle. Third tackle and a play the ball. With a little bullet pass. Driven back. Brought down on the halfway line. Still a couple of tackles up their sleeves here. Moses. Moves it on. Gathered in on halfway.
Huge play.
Plays it right on halfway. Pezzett with a torpedo punt. Tuolangi marks the ball. He's got momentum. And he's stopped in that one.
The defence is struggling here.
Sends it back inside. Two of them combined to bring him down. On tackle number 2. With a quick pass. Finds support. The Cowboys throwing themselves against the defensive line. Unable to break through. Fooling the defence with that step. Forced backwards. And he'll be forced to play.
The Eels showed no commitment on that play. Disappointing.
Good pressure from the chasers. Nice defence there. Strong defence here. Tries the inside pass. Goes wide. Collected by the defence. Just 10 metres from the line. Unable to break through. They've completed the set, and now it's a changeover. Passes inside. Tuolangi. He surges forward. Plays it. Has a look and flicks it inside. Can someone tell him? He's running the wrong way, and that'll be all there's time for. What a wonderful game of rugby league. Let's get a wrap-up from Cameron Smith.
The Eels have won the game and their opponents will be disappointed they didn't take their chances. The coach will be happy with the way they used the football overall,